Hi guys, it's Vicky. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you're new here, I have a few new subscribers. Hi, thanks for finding me and joining my little community here. So I have here another completed album for Juliana for school. And if you've been following me, you know that my albums for Anthony are finished. Pretty much finished, except now I have to actually add stuff, of course, for this year. And here in Ontario, Canada, school starts after Labor Day. I know a lot of my US friends, your kids went to school in August, I believe, right? Especially in the southern states. But yeah, here we start after the Labor Day long weekend in September, so just a couple weeks away. Juliana's going to university, Anthony's in grade 12, so wow, things are moving. But here is an album. So I don't know if you remember, but if you've been following me, you might know that Anthony's books are up to date. Because Juliana just had so much more. Let me sit down here. I'm in a really crappy spot, by the way. Let me tell you right now, crappy spot because the lighting in my house is just crap for these videos. So I'm sitting on the floor in my living room, dining room. But anyway, what was I going to say? Anthony, yeah, so Juliana she went to Montessori before she went to JK and SK. Anthony did a little stint in the YMCA. So it wasn't really preschool. It was just a couple of months before school started, just to get him used to stuff. But yeah, Juliana had more. And then what else makes it different? Oh, for example, shopping for her communion dress, and now, in the last couple of years, shopping for her prom dress and stuff like that is a bigger deal in her album. And I don't have that really for Anthony. Shopping for his suit, we never really did pictures when we were shopping for his suit for his communion and all that, or his confirmation. So that kind of sucks, but it's just the way it is, I guess. But anyway, so back to this. All of the school albums are red Creative Memories covers for both kids. And I take off my spine there when I'm working in my books because I usually work directly in my books. I don't create layouts and then add them to my Creative Memories pages like some do. I literally work on the pages. And look at this. I'm so happy when I see all that. All those ribbon pieces hanging out. That's from all the tags you'll see. All right, so anyway, I hope this album gives you a little bit of inspiration now for your kids' school albums, either past or going forward, because I get a lot of inspiration watching your layout shares too, which I love, so thank you. Okay, so if you wanted to see the album before this, I'm going to link it down below so that you can see where it started. Okay, wait. Is this the first is this the second or the third album? I think this is the third album now for Juliana. I should know this. But anyway, I'm going to link the other video below, the one right before this, so you can see the double page. So this is a continuation of her communion, and that is obviously the second page because the first page is the last page of the other album. Wow. So I had a lot of fun working on these girly pages. I really, really enjoyed that. I really loved doing this one too. I don't often use purple, which I say a lot, but it matched. I pulled the colors out of what my brother was wearing. Oops, he hates his face on here. Pulled out of that and pulled out of my niece's dress here. So that is so cute to me. And I did these cute little fancy tags. I use these paper flowers that I've had forever and a day. These vellum butterflies and a little bit of sparkly ribbon. This one actually has adhesive on it, which is really cute. I love how that turned out. And I think, yeah, these are just decorative. I don't believe that I journaled on them. And then, let me see the next page. Cover up my brother once again. So this, oh, I love this page so much. This paper is so old, guys. It was dated something like 1997 or something like that. And I'm glad it was in a little kit. And these were the colors together, the pink and that like mustardy color. And I love it. It even had this bow, the ribbon in as well. Oh my gosh, I just had so much fun with it. Let me see here. So I did some peekaboos, and this was exciting for Juliana because I wrote here she received as a gift from us her second, was it her second? Blah, blah, blah. The food was so good. I think it was the second American Girl doll. Thrilled and her second American Girl doll. Yes. Her first was Sage Copeland. And this was Isabel Palmer, a pretty ballerina. Okay. So I wrote about that. She was thrilled. She loved it. We got her reaction, and I totally enjoyed that. So there is that layout. And then, so that finishes off the communion, which was a really beautiful, special day. Then Juliana starred as Slurping Beauty instead of Sleeping Beauty. It was, I think, a princess who ate her soup too loudly. It was so cute. But I went to the classroom to watch the play, and I got pictures, and I'm so very happy that I did. So this is pretty plain. I didn't want to do too much on this, so I kept it to the one double page spread. I did my journaling on this tag. I added some cute little, these little stickers from a collection at Michael's. Not a collection, just a little sticker pack. I think it was called Movie Night or something. And that's it. I kept it all to one page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 pictures per double page, and I love how that turned out. And then back to school. So we are now at September 2014. The kids are going back to school. Did I write here what grade they were going in? I always wonder if I did that. Did I do that? Well, I know it was 1 and 3 because grade 2 was the communion. Did I write that somewhere? Okay, you know what? I didn't write it, so I'm going to put that somewhere. Grade 1 and grade 3. But here is a picture of the layout for you to see. Very simple, nothing much to it, but I love it. And I think the colors work really well together. And then I have this, a new adventure. I like doing them this way too. When you use the same paper and cut it unequally across the double page. Then I just added some circles. Oh, you know what? No, this one was an actual cut out from my Cricut Joy. Usually I just do circles that I punch out with my Creative Memories little circle punch that I've had forever. But this I can see is literally from the Joy. And there's that. Cute colors pulled out of her shirt, of course. And that takes us to her class picture for grade 3, October 2014. I like how all these colors go together so nicely. I love the peach and the mint together. That's one of my favorite color combos. So if you buy those packages like I always got suckered into, and they're not cheap, guys, this is one way you can showcase them. I never really put them in frames or on the wall. I just didn't. I always had them here. So I use as much as I can, and then the rest of them I put in the little pocket that I make. So sometimes the pocket's on the side, and sometimes the pocket is on the top. This one is on the top. This also holds anything else from the year, any work that I want to keep, and her report card. So the extra pictures go in with that. And then we had the Christmas concert, which was a couple months later. I have pictures. I don't cover the pictures. I mentioned this before. I don't cover pictures of the kids from back then because this was such a long time ago. This was like 11 years ago. So I hope that's okay. A little bit of that. Me, my parents, and Anthony in his big shirt in his book. I wrote about why he had such a huge shirt. He's wearing one of Dave's because the poor kid didn't have any white clothes. I didn't buy white clothes for my kids. Why would I? I'd be doing laundry all the time. So anyway, I used my peekaboos right here to just, feature many pictures, but not feature them prominently on the front. And then I have my little 5x7 here that I put the program in. More pictures here. I love it. And is this another peekaboo? Nope. Yep. More journaling, another peekaboo, and not one here. So there's that. I quite enjoy that layout. I like it. And then that takes us already to the next year, which, as I mentioned, I should be putting. Why didn't I do this? I know I did it in Anthony's book. I should be putting the grades they're going into so you could see it at a glance. I mean, if you read it, you will see it, but I want it there at a glance. So sometimes, hold on a second. Sometimes they do have something in their hands indicating what grade it is. Let me check something. And then that would be redundant for me to do. Nope, here they don't. Yeah, so for example, if they had like a 1 and a 3 in their hand, then I wouldn't put it in, but they don't, so I will. Okay, there you go. See, it's good to review these, and then you can think of all the things you did wrong. That takes us to this, so that's a new year. So I wrote here, grade 4 for Juliana, grade 2 for Anthony. So that's wonderful that I wrote it, but I would like it at a glance. So then that takes us to the second part of this. This was at home, and that's what I typically do, in front of the house, and then at the school. And bless their hearts, they always let me take pictures. That I really appreciated. So in front of the school, lockers, the cute little names on the door. No journaling here. This is just for decor. But here I did like this. And I always say that is a waste of a peekaboo. It really, truly is. If I had more pictures, of course I would have put them there. If I had something more to write, of course I would have put it there. But I did not want to make a whole new layout just to feature the rest of those photos. So I look at it that way. At least it was worth it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So that's that. And then that takes us now to a day. So 2015. Hold on. Everything's confusing to me right now for a second. Yeah, okay. That was 2015. What is going on in my head, guys? So this was now the following week. So the week after school started in 2015, when I came in to watch the kids do a project. Some sort of collaboration project. So I wrote collaborate with my big dies, and it fits perfectly. I love that. I used purple out of Juliana's friend's shirt, and these are creative memories, and they seem to work well here. I journaled on these tags, not tabs, and I left a little bit open. Can you see how I did that? Just so it slides back in perfectly. I did that for all of them, and each one is journaled on. My story is told right there about what they were doing and why I was there. So that's cute. I love the purple. That takes us to her grade 4 school photo. I really enjoy this, like the corkboard look. And I've always loved framing stuff up with these little frames, or it makes them look like Polaroids. Whatever it is, I love it. So these are actual frames that I had in my stash, but then I created this one and I just put the picture on top, and it just looks like a larger version of that. So you don't have to have the frames. I have dies for the frames. I even have that We Are Memory Keepers little machine to make these things. The frames, I don't use it. I should use them more, but I really don't, because you can do the same thing like that. So anyway, I think that turned out cute. Did I do journaling on here? Nope, that's just decoration. So there's that. And then that takes us to February 2016. This could have been, I said the same thing for Anthony's book. This could have been in our miscellaneous family album, and I would have done one layout as opposed to one in each of their albums. But I think this is so cute, and I wanted to document it because they had a special day at school with all these cute notes they got, all the, the cards, the candies, the notes, very cute. They made little boxes like this to put their stuff in, and I enjoyed documenting it for both of them. These are amazing. Actually, you just would have seen another one. They're Creative Memories frames that are already made. Why did I not point that out? Hold on. I think I'm a little out of practice with my videos. I'm telling you, this one's a rookie video here. I could have sworn I had another one of these frames in here. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but I will show you this. So this was from a Valentine collection from Creative Memories. And this frame comes all done up like that with everything on it. And I have school ones like that too. Isn't that adorable? I love it. I love it so, so much. And I think I have every single one of them that they ever came out with. And I used many already in Anthony's album. I know that, the school ones. But that's cute. And I really like these. These chocolate stickers are kind of plasticky. And I got them at the dollar store of all places. They are so cute. So I think that's the only thing I added on here. I added another one there and another one there. I love them. And that takes us to another play Juliana was in, and that was called Musicville, May 18th, 2016. And her main role was townsperson number 2, and she also played a smaller role in some of the other ensembles. So she did a lot of singing, and that was something she liked. She always wanted to be a singer until she got a little bit older and said nope. But this is one of my very favorite papers ever. It is a glittered music note paper from Michaels, and I have so many of them, and I've used so many. I bought a bunch of them because I love them. They're just so perfect. I love this. I did this on my Cricut Joy. I had this in my stash. I had that in my stash, and it kind of goes. It looks like a play to me. Oh, and I used many peekaboos. So check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oops. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, guys. 25 photos on a double pager. That is a big heck yeah for me. I love that. So that's good. I kept it all to that. Love that. So here's one. That's my very classic look from years and years ago where I used to do this for so many pages. You would have seen that in many of my layout shares, but I freaking love it. There's plenty of room for plenty of pictures, and there's plenty of room for journaling. And what I did here makes me so happy. So look at this. These are all flat. There's no peekaboos there or that, but look here. I put these extras in and I adhered them with a cute little paper clip because it's so schoolish to me. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more photos in this one spot alone. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 photos per double page. I will take that any day. Any day. I love it. And then we are now, so again, I did them at home and then at the school because they so lovingly allowed me to do so. Thank you guys, my sweet kids. So that's their lockers outside. They bumped into one of their cousins there. So I love this too. Here I have one picture. Here I have a picture, another picture. Because it's mainly, it's Juby's book, so I want it to mainly be about her. Juby is Juliana's nickname. So that's why I didn't feature Anthony prominently everywhere in her book, right? It's more for her. But I have this cool journaling here, him hiding in his locker, this cute little guy. And then they saw their cousin there. Another one here where I have the backpack. These we bought at the beach just the month before. We walked by a cool store that had all these like animated looking things, and we bought each of them one of those backpacks. I think they're so cute. So there's that. And then what I did, I have more photos. Do I have more photos? Yes, I do. Look at this. I made my book within a book. This is one of my favorite things to do. I absolutely love it. And this is stuff that I would have been fine not having in the album at all, but I had the pictures, I had them printed, so why the heck not? The little school supplies that we bought for her that year. I think that's a nice thing to look back on, don't you? Her little wipes and her pencil crayons, markers, her little math set. Oops, I need another hand here. Her little notebook. And what's that, a binder or something? So cute. Sharpened pencil crayons. And her funny pencil case. Anthony had the same one in blue. So that's that. I'll put that back after. But there's more, so many more pictures here than you would think, right? By just looking at it. I love that. I'm so happy to have done that. Then the one that I was working on the other day, you may have noticed when I post my shorts that I was talking about this. I'm literally addicted to these flippin' cut files. I love them so much. And I just finished working with a few of them for the lake. And then I thought, you know what? I am so in the mood. So I pulled out some school ones. These ones happen to be from collections from Bella Boulevard. And I love them. So it's very plain, very simple. The background just looks like chalkboard. I have, I use the blue because I think it goes really nicely. It's a complementary color to that peach she's wearing. And then more little frames. And then this I love. I use my note punch, the note paper punch from Creative Memories. And I just did that on a Creative Memories, like, you know, the matte packs. This is a really old one. And it's the one where it has vertical lines on one side and horizontal on the other. So you can use it either way. But I used a little piece of note paper for the journaling. And I really like how it turned out. Then, guys, this is insanity, I'm telling you. I just showed this on my shorts as well. I got freaking 28 photos in here. 28. So that's why the album's a little bit thinner, maybe. Not thinner, but I mean fewer pages themselves, because I have so many. Look at this. Look what I did. I don't really love these pictures. It's from Queen's Park. It's our Legislative Assembly here in Toronto. I didn't want to focus on that too much. I wanted to focus on the kids. But again, I had printed a bunch of these. When will we ever go there again? Hopefully never. So I just thought I'm going to put them in. And how am I going to do that without showing them all and making 20 pages? Peekaboos. So literally 28 pages, guys. I did my favorite pictures on top. And look, I did this. And then I have pictures here. Then I did these inside on another little 4x6 peekaboo. And then, so if you count them all, it is 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Isn't that crazy? So I have this flipping and flapping in and out like that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad I didn't do like 3, 4 layouts of it. And I'm going to use this so much. I will be using this for so many layouts going forward. And I don't know why. I was intimidated by it before. Why would I think that I couldn't do this? I don't know. It's simple. There's nothing to it. But I mean, I will be doing that a lot because it's excellent. It's what Wonderful, wonderful way to maximize your space. Seriously, so happy. And then the final page. This is when they had a French, well, it was two French chefs, not chefs. Two French chefs. It was chef à l'école. It was for French. And again, I was so blessed to be able to join the class. So I have so many pictures of this day where they're all baking a delicious chocolate lava cake. So I was able to share them with the teacher, and he put them on a bulletin board and had them in the classroom for a bit. So happy. But guess what? None of the other mothers have them in a scrapbook. So yay me. That's it, guys. That brings us to the end. And the other album where this continues is not too far from being finished. So I'm going to be getting to work on that one. This I have to put away. I'm going to be getting to work on that one. I have school starting, not next week, but the week after. So there I'm going to do the first day. Now, Juliana, Juliana, Anthony, and I are going to be going to her campus and walking around. She just wants to make sure she knows exactly where she's going for her first day and first few days. So we're going to walk around. We did the official tour, but the three of us are going to walk around there. And I said to them, I'm going to take pictures, and I want that to be documented in here too, because that's who I am. Come on. You think I'm not going to do that? There's always an ulterior motive to me doing something, right? We'll go, sure, but I'm taking pictures. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know down below. You know that I don't do process videos. And my stuff is pretty simple, so I can explain it quickly if there's something you want to know or need to know. I just wanted to thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, weekend, week, month, year, all that good stuff. Take care. Ciao for now.